I've said something jokingly and they've taken it in the other way. And then later on I had to be like, "Arey yaar, mera ye matlab nahi tha." I was just kidding. I was just joking. Yeah, wo pressure hai. I keep getting. If not your mom, then otherwise your relatives and all. They keep asking.
Yeah. Do you also get that?
Now that you have reached to where you wanted to be, or in a way you are successful, or you should be connected to that person. You shouldn't get bored. You should be prepared to have that longer commitment. And no matter what, eventually you should feel that kind of love. Recently shot on a show for Netflix, so that is about to come. Yeah.
Wow. Yes. Giving us the marriage anthem of the year, I have the talented and the heartthrob of the nation in his own right, Parth Samthaan, and the gorgeous Zara joining me today on Bollywood Bubble. Welcome to Bollywood Bubble. Firstly, how are you?
Thank you so much, Bhavna.
How are both of you?
Good. All good, yeah. Thanks to you and Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year. And firstly, it's been a long time. Parth, I think we have not met in person for the longest time. So I'm so glad to see you on screen doing such great work. But I mean, whenever a music video comes to you, because you've done a few of them of late, what is it that you look for? What strikes a chord with you every time a music video?
Most important is the song. It should connect you. And I should feel it. If I enjoy the song, listening to it, if I find it catchy and it connects, so yes, I am a very musical person. I listen to music every day. So if it connects to me, if I find it right, then only I'll take it forward and I'll ask certain questions about who is there in the song or who's directing it, what company, etc. Yeah.
Correct. Zara, for you, what is it? And how was it working with Parth? Because obviously he comes with a certain aura on set. From whatever I know, he has worked enough on screen. He has a huge fan following as well. How was it to work with?
It was nice. I mean, he was being very cooperative, and of course, on the set, I think for the second time we were meeting, but it was very comfortable working with him, and I didn't feel like we met for the first time that day on the set. But yeah, that way, that's from that I understood the work value you were saying. He's so experienced that way.
And especially with Parth, I know he has this wicked sense of humor. Sometimes you are left wondering, like, is he joking or is he saying this for real?
No,
did he pull that on you as well?
I am experiencing it from yesterday through all my interviews. I'm trying to adopt it.
No, I never crack jokes. I'm always serious.
Parth, has this ever worked? Because, from whatever I have known of you so far, you have this wicked sense of humor. Let's accept that, okay? And sometimes a lot of people might not get it. Have you ever faced that when people have misconstrued your sense of humor to be arrogance or just just misunderstood you as a person?
Yeah, a couple times it has happened. In fact, these journalists, that I've said something jokingly and they've taken it in the other way. And then later on I had to be like, "Arey yaar, mera ye matlab nahi tha." I was just kidding. I was just joking. But yeah, I mean, you can't help it. Every human is different, and each one at its own. I mean, everyone has a different perception to a particular statement, so can't help it. But I like to be myself.
Right.
I can't change myself. Yeah.
And you shouldn't be. I mean, you shouldn't change yourself anyway. I mean,
I shouldn't change. If I'm handsome, I'm handsome. Why should I change?
Wow, I love this about him, like the confidence that he exudes. But now, Sabki Baratein Aayi, of course, it's a song about marriage, so it will be. तो मैं अभी वही पूछने वाली थी ना, मतलब अभी शादी का सॉन्ग के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं और शादी के बारे में बात नहीं करेंगे तो मतलब थोड़ा सा अनफेयर हो जाएगा. And your fans obviously are always curious.
I'm still in college, yeah. Still finishing my graduation.
You were born yesterday, Parth.
आजकल marriage का वो सब नहीं होता.
अरे नहीं, इतना born इतना नाजुक तो मैं वीडियो में कैसे
Love that, Zara.
No, but I'm still pretty young. I still have like 2-3 decades to think of.
That's what I'm saying. That's what. No?
No, but do you? I mean, because I mean, there's always we stay in India, and there's always this pressure. जो parents का आता ही है marriage को लेके and everything. But do you get that pressure as well from family, or they have accepted you? कि अभी 3-4 decade और है before he gets married.
Yeah, they have accepted in a way. I mean, they're still trying to accept कि ये ऐसा ही है और ऐसे ही रहने वाला है. But apart from that, yeah, वो pressure है. I keep getting, if not your mom, then otherwise your relatives and all. They keep asking.
Yeah. Do you also get that?
Now that you are, you have reached to where you wanted to be, or in a way you are successful, or people know you, or you're working. So what's your plan? And I'm like, nothing. I have to work more. So yeah, right now I'm just focusing on that.
Zara, for you, I want to know. I mean, are you also getting that pressure from family, or do you also get to hear all of this from relatives? कि अरे यार, शादी कब करोगे? अब तो सब achieve कर लिया.
I was like I said, like Parth was born yesterday. I'm feeling like I was born yesterday. So I also have 2-3 decades left to think about it.
He's rubbing it on you.
But yeah, I mean, in my journey, if I get somebody like that, that's worth of okay to settle for, then I might think, let's see.
But what is your definition of love, if I may ask? Is there what is it that you look for in a partner?
It's a mutual commitment where understanding and mutual respect should be there. And of course, the understanding is very important that way. In our profession, it is, of course. And what about you?
What about me?
Your love
I also want to know what is it that you look for in a partner, if at all, I mean, whenever you decide to.
Yeah, I feel the connect is very important to start with. You should be connected to that person. You shouldn't get bored. You should be prepared to have that longer commitment. And no matter what, eventually you should feel that kind of love that one should have. Otherwise, things would just go haywire here and there. And most importantly, compatibility.
Yeah.
It's very important to understand each other and take a lot of efforts, because in relationship, दो लोगों equal efforts उठाने चाहिए, ना कि ऐसा है कि एक इंसान ज़्यादा प्यार कर रहा है, दूसरा इंसान सिर्फ है वहाँ पर. So that shouldn't happen. So yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's the most reasonable thing to ask for also. But I feel that in today's time, many relationships in general have become very fickle. But now moving on to your career as well, Parth, it's been long that people have seen you in any project. And for the longest time, we have been also going on back and forth about you being part of some projects which you had signed. So what is happening? I know COVID has sort of dented that, at least postponed kar diya for a while. But what is happening there?
Nothing much. I've just recently shot a show for Netflix, so that is about to come. Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
Nacho. हाँ. तो
मैं तो नाच भी लूँगी.
वो मार्च अप्रैल में आएगा. And मैं next month अभी film shoot start कर रहा हूँ. So.
Oh, lovely.
But yeah, so you'll get to know once it's out in the articles or anywhere. But for now, as of now, I'm keeping it very discreet about it. So yeah, film shoot कर रहा हूँ, Netflix show है, फिर couple of music videos है, और फिर web show है, जो after the movie होगा.
Oh, lovely. This is a very good update, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the Netflix show and the movie very, very soon. But tell me, I mean, without, of course, giving any details there, how was it working for that show? Because, of course, it must have been a different experience completely.
Oh, it was an amazing experience. I mean, one of its kind. And I enjoyed because it was happening in Goa, the entire shoot. And yeah, there were a lot of emotions in it. And I enjoyed the entire process. I mean, sometimes I danced a lot. Sometimes I was just, okay, what am I doing over here? Sulking. Sometimes I was emotionally drained out. Sometimes I was really happy that I was a part of the show. So yeah, overall, it was like a roller coaster ride, but it was an experience altogether. And you will get to see that. You will see it once it comes out.
I am really excited because we know that you had been waiting for these projects to come out finally for people to see for the longest time. Zara,
Yeah.
what was what kind of projects are you looking forward to? Because every actor, every artist has a bucket list of sorts. Like, this is what I want to do in my career. What is it that you want to achieve next?
There are a few things coming up, but I'm little choosy in terms of choosing the project, because I have just started my career like few years back. But yes, I just want something which is like suits my personality and aura. And there are few projects which are like a South film I'm doing, and
Okay.
there one which is already halfway done, and one web series is there, which is going to start from May, I think.
Okay.
And that they're also waiting for the abroad and Omicron things and all. They are sorting it out.
Correct.
So that's
Huh.
how. And few music videos are there, which are again good prominent songs. Let's see.
Yeah, looking forward to that as well. Now, Parth, tell me, when I remember last year, in fact, when you first decided that, okay, you want to move and try different kind of projects, there were two kind of reaction. One, people like us who were completely supportive and were like, you should do and you should try different things. And then, of course, there's always a section who would be like, अरे but TV में इतना अच्छा career है तो TV ही करो ना. You have these people who are cynical all the time. How did you deal with it back then? Because it can sometimes get to you that why can't people believe in your conviction? Did you go through that process as well, or were you like, it's okay, maybe my work will speak for me eventually?
Yeah, of course, eventually my work will speak for them, and it's just a transition that people require. They're not used to seeing you again and again in different sort of characters and different sort of roles. If you are portraying a character for a certain amount of time, they get used to it. They get habituated.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're busy with their own lives, so they don't want changes. Too many changes. So they are not okay with that. They're already in like with certain character. But I understand them. But I have total respect with that. But all I can say is, as an artist, you need to explore yourself, do different kind of roles, and entertain them in best possible way. And once your different new role comes out, they tend to forget the old ones. Then they're like, "Arey, ye acha hai, bahut acha kiya, ye wo and all that." So yeah.
That's true. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in different avatars in your upcoming projects, because I know each will be different and challenging in its own way. But tell me, did you face restraint or restriction from within the industry as well? Like most actors, sometimes when they are in this process of transition, they get to hear a lot of things. कि अरे, but इसने TV किया है, or you get replaced in projects because of the journey that you have had. Did you also face something similar, or thankfully
Yeah,
you
I
didn't?
don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. I mean, it could have happened. I'm not saying I wouldn't like कि नहीं ऐसा तो कुछ भी नहीं है. It could have happened, but it's not something that I'm aware of. See, आपको अगर किसी चीज के लिए, अगर किसी प्रोजेक्ट के लिए रिजेक्शन या कुछ होगा, तो आपको मुंह पे थोड़ी बोलेंगे कि नहीं आपने टीवी किया इसलिए आपको नहीं मिलेगा. ऐसा नहीं होगा.
कभी मुंह पे भी बोलते हैं वैसे.
हाँ, तो thankfully मेरे मुंह पे कभी नहीं बोला ऐसा. So I'm not saying it can be that, but it can be. I mean, you never know.
True. Zara, for you, I mean, did you ever face any sort of typecast per se? जैसे आपने बोला कि एक तरीके के ही आपको म्यूजिक वीडियोस के ऑफर आ रहे थे.
नहीं अभी तो बिफोर तो वो अरेबिक कर रही थी, अभी इंडियन कर रही है, तो टाइपकास्ट तो नहीं हो रही वो.
Well, एक टाइम था जो मैं
जब तुम अरेबिक कर
नहीं मुझे जैसे रोमांटिक और ये ग्लैमरस जोन पे ज्यादा देखते थे, जैसे ग्लैमर मॉडर्न, और कहीं ना कहीं एक टाइम में जाके मैं फील करने लगी थी कि मैं सिंगर्स के साथ जस्ट एक एक प्रॉप की तरह हूँ, ऐसा मुझे लगने लगा था कि आई वाज नॉट एबल टू शो माय ओन टैलेंट, और आई कुडंट act on that song particular. So मेरा request हमेशा एक ही रहा है हमेशा कि I should at least get that opportunity on the platform to perform. It shouldn't be always beauty and glamour. So that is what something I faced like past 2 years, and I think I am overcoming it now, and I'm happy about it.
But Parth, now tell me, I mean, before I let you go, of course, we have seen there was a surge in COVID cases in the last few months. Omicron being one of them, जिसके वजह से काफी fear. How did you deal with all of that? Because you have your mother at home who is obviously थोड़ा older age में थोड़ा सा problem होता है. So were you concerned? How did you manage with all of that concern at that point?
No, actually, it was very important for our parents to stay at home. That's what I made sure, because irrespective of what, this sort of virus was very delicate, and it could have it was very contagious. So it was very important for my mother to say, although she was planning to come in January घर पे यहाँ पर मुंबई में, but I didn't let her because I didn't want to take that chance, because obviously she has sugar, diabetes and all. So I don't want to take any sort of chance regarding that. So that was very important. But thankfully, right now, Omicron is not that serious. It's just recovering on its own within 3 days, 2 days, 4 days, whatever. It's like a viral. People are treating it as viral. And even I've heard that soon WHO is already announcing that henceforth, COVID, whatever viruses comes, it will be treated as a flu.
Normal disease.
As a flu. So people can just function normally now and just take it as a part of life, which is good.
Okay, but I hope that the song continues to grow and it continues to grow on people and people can dance, because it is the Shadi season already. And I'm sure everyone is going to groove to the tunes and music of the song, Sabki Baratein Aayi. So thank you so much, both of you. Looking forward to having more such interactions. Bye.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much, Bhavna. Lovely talking to you as always. Cheers. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.